join me in welcoming the Director, Operations, Student Affairs, Anurag University, Mr. Anurag Palla. A round of applause.
Thank you for such kind words, sir. Thank you. Happy today? Are you excited for what has happened? Yes? I am not. I mean, you have disappointed your entire leaders. One question? Seriously, you didn't have one question to ask? Either you don't know, either you're not present, or you don't want to ask. Both are very disturbing scenarios for me. Because if you don't know that, it means that you're not listening. If you don't want to ask, it means that you don't want to put yourself out there. What's the worst that can happen? Your friends will make fun of you. That's it, right? You know, the first time I got onto the stage, I fumbled up my speech in front of 1800 parents who have come to join their wards in Anurag University. 2020, your batch. If you remember a little, CSC, I also, in the first thing, I couldn't get my words out. Just constantly looking at it, just thinking, looking. That's it. Half of my time went off like that. Finally, one of my professors actually saved me by saying, you have 2 more minutes. So, I mean, what's the worst that can happen if you put yourself out there? What's the worst? People will laugh at you. Good, you learn. Nothing more than that, right? You think Deepti Raula ma'am will remember, Hare, that person from Anurag University didn't ask a good question, I'm not going to hire them. No, she's going to think that that person actually put herself or himself in front of everyone and did take that leap. What I ask is, I want you to be little risk taker. Don't be risk aversive. I want you to take little risks here and there. Class bunk kodtat, adi kaadu risk. Those are not the risks I'm talking about. In a positive risks. Fail. Nothing's going to happen. Okay, enough of Gyan. So, do you know what are we going to launch? What app is it? No idea? No idea, seriously? One app was piloted to your third years, to your seniors. What is it going to do to you? Is it required for you? Yes, no? If I hear a no, I'm going to thrash them up. I've spent better part of my last 3 years creating that app for you. So, all kidding aside, I really don't know whether it's going to help you or not. It was going to help me when I was studying. That was the reason I created that. Whether it is actually going to be relevant to you, I'm going to look at your feedback to learn from it. And I am not afraid of failing. All I have done through my life is to fail. So I'm going to give you 3 things today. First, sir, we can ask them to write an assignment, no sir, to report what they have learned. And that can be counted as 20 EG, they can be counted as their continuous assessment. So you are going to write an assignment or a small report, 100 words of what you have learnt it here, and don't even think of copying. You have to submit in Word, and we'll send that Word to plagiarism software, which we have recently purchased after much deliberation. So I want to use that. So there's this amazing software called Turnitin, which we have purchased for all the MTech and everyone, but like we never got to use it on undergrads. You are going to submit a small 100-page report on what you have learned and how is this 100-word report on how is this panel discussion going to help you. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So, and second thing, we are going to launch an app, and that app is not perfect. I'm telling you right away, that app is not perfect. Few functionalities, when you press on it, they won't work. They won't. We've been testing very severely. We have come up with few new functionalities. But again, there is something, I'm very sure there is something my team has missed. There are 100 things that I have missed. So I am going to bank on you guys to come up with if you find whoever finds me the most number of bugs, I'm going to hire them as my testing expert in college. And when I say hire, I'm going to pay you. Most number of bugs. You're going to write, or you can meet me directly and you're going to present sir, I found 10 bugs in your so-called super app. If you do that, I'm going to hire you then and there. I'm telling you right away in presence of all your academic leadership. I will very savvy social skills to spam people. Good thing, no? My marketing objective will be how? Your networking objective will also be done. Maybe actually if you are witty enough, Deepti Raula ma'am may actually post your story on hers, if possible. Again, good enough for you, good enough for me. So these 3 things on without much further ado, I would like to invite Deepthi Rola ma'am to launch the app. Uh, I'll tell you about what that app does maybe after the launch is done, but I would want her to do that. Thank you, ma'am.
I think the app is launched, is what I'm supposed to say. It's launched. It's for all of us to see.
You can download it right away. Right away. You can just go to the Play Store, App Store right away. And if you want, do you want to know what this app does? Sure. I'll then from your side, can you ask ma'am or someone to ask for 5 minutes of their time because you're taking up their time. I want someone to get up and say, ma'am, can you give us 5 minutes to learn about this app? Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. Thank you, Karthik. Again, Karthik, you should send your resume to ma'am. I will get the details. And he's an excellent blockchain coder whom I would love to collaborate with for a small university. We are planning to put all of your memos, transcripts on blockchain. And your senior is going to do that. He still didn't tell me he can do it, but I'm putting an embarrassing situation in front of you. So maybe he will, him and his partner. So for obvious reasons, I can't show you the live app because I'll be invading on someone's privacy. Before I tell you all of this, I take my privacy very, very, very seriously. If you by any chance use your peers or your students' user ID and password for your own gain or for any mischief, we are going to rusticate you. I am going to put that in the student affairs policy from this coming semester. I already told your seniors, and I'm telling you again, we can track everything. We can track every click of yours on this app. We can track your IP address, everything, every single thing. So please do not take privacy as a light thing. I really take my students' privacy very seriously. I really, really encourage you to use this app for positive purposes. So this is actually your academic preferences. As you open the app, basically I'll know if Karthik from blockchain, is from mechanical and he's interested in blockchain, he can actually look at different things and he can select what he likes. Then your co-curricular preferences. Hackathons, what kind of conferences you like, what kind of workshops do you like? Do you like such kind of panel discussions? What kind of panel discussions would you like? So this is just gathering a lot of your preferences so that I'll be able to plan a better student life for you. That's it. Then what kind of, do you like baking? Some of you might like cooking, baking, but we don't have a baking club. If enough people like baking, we might start a baking club. Things like that. So all the extracurricular preferences. And this is your home screen. And your home screen will have all of your posts, the videos we put in, the announcements, all of this basically. Daily schedule, and it's color coded. If you have a class or lab, if you have a basketball tryout, all extracurricular activities are coded by green, so you know which period to look up. It is done for the entire year. You can do that as I'm doing that right away. If anyone gets a signal, you can download it and do it yourself. So then we have your academics. I know you're not very interested, but this will help you, trust me. So in each subject, we know which subjects you're learning. So we already we've been using UMS for the past UMS and LMS combined for past 2 years. So we know what kind of subjects you're reading and which semester you're in. So this red dot means there's a notification which you didn't open. So subject info, what kind of subjects, who's teaching, which professor is teaching, what are the books, subject outcomes, all of that. Then your lesson plan for every day. Today, what is my professor going to teach me? Then your handouts are pretty understandable. Assessments, we have created some nice, really cool assessments for you. You can create your assignments, you can upload your assignment from here, But one thing I'm excited about is the quizzes. So you can directly take the quiz from here, provided that you don't compromise the integrity of the quiz. So you just click on different things, click on next. You can review your answers. You can complete your test. You can get your marks then and there. So all of this, your attendance, like what is your class average? When you're absent, what is the topic taught? That also we are kind of tracking. So pretty much everything that you can expect on a LMS. One thing that I'm really excited about is your clubs. So we have these many clubs. Again, this is a dummy thing. If you open your thing, you will understand how many clubs that we do have. And it is getting updated as we speak. So it is not the full extent. So when you go into a club, you can see how many, you can follow each club to get their updates. And you can join there. You get it directly, you get this, what is this club and everything. And if any of their posts, let's say when Kobe died, I'm sure someone would have written a beautiful eulogy for him. So things like that will be posted here. And yeah, pretty much your events, what kind of events. So there are 3 events that are already updated, 3 events which are from literacy and 1 contest. The literacy is on June 6th. Whoever is interested, all you can do is go to your app, onto the events and click I'm interested, and you'll directly be contacted by the literacy. And I don't want to take any more time. This is your profile which has your fees, personal details, etc., etc. And yes, that's the extent of it. If you want, I really do not want to take ma'am's and sir's time anymore. I'll take one more session if you're interested, where I can tell about each and every functionality of the app. Your third years have already used it. For 2 months, they didn't use it to their full extent, but still they have given me enormous feedback, out of which one of the person is Karthik. And with that, their help, we have kind of made some changes. We are gonna keep making changes continuously. This is a continuous process. And I'm telling you, this is not perfect. Whatever I've shown might work, might not work, I also don't know. So please be a little compassionate towards someone who has built it. And by means compassionate, I want you to give me feedback, but just don't think that we are not capable. We are capable. Some things we are not as smart as you are. We definitely am not smart as you are. So I want you to give me feedback on how I can improve this. And I would definitely love to hear some noise on social media. There's a contest for the prize money of 5,000 rupees. If you tag Anurag University and Campex, that's a company which has made this possible. The one who has more shares and likes on social media will get 5,000 rupees.
So, thank you so much, guys, for your attention and all the interaction that.
Actually, I invite our VC sir to state, Dr. Mr. Sudhir Gautam sir. He has been, and CEO ma'am also. He has been very instrumental in creating this symposium, and it wouldn't have been possible without his and his team's help. They have been a great help to us, and all the branding that you see, they themselves have set it up, and they have stayed in the campus till 1 a.m. last night. So I invite VC sir and CEO ma'am to fell statement.
Wonderful session. Did you all like it? Show me some energy. More energy. Yes. All the best has gone through. So let us give a round of applause for all our esteemed guests who have joined here, and thank you so much.